Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angles. Fabricated stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist. You're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection.
You serious?
Nigga, listen to it. Then go to sleep, wake up, listen to it again. It's a classic. I ain't gonna say it again, it's a classic.
Kendrick Lamar? Damn. He got on this new Drake diss record, Euphoria, sounding like DMX on the Breakfast Club.
Now, why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake. I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
See, I be trying to tell these
face. I don't like the way he walks, like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the...
I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all. Shout out to Face Mob.
Sneak dissing first-person shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches. And then he dropped a damn near 7-minute song with 3 switches of the beat. This is bad. This is bad. I laid out specifically why Drake using Tupac's voice was a huge misstep. Not just on some ethical shit, but on some hip-hop cultural shit. That alone got him hit with bars.
Mistake. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business. You got it twisted. What is it, the braids?
So we know Drake used AI to imitate Tupac, and Tupac's estate responded by defending Kendrick and then telling Drake to pull the song off Instagram. But a lot of people don't know that last year Drake bought Tupac's ring for over $1 million. Tupac designed this ring, and he wore it at his last public appearance at the VMAs in 1996 in September, and he was killed 9 days later. Kendrick said Tupac rolling in his grave right now. And when Kendrick said, I make music that electrify him, you make music that pacify him, I can double down on that line, but spare you this time that's random acts of kindness. Let's allow Tupac to double down.
Sell a record don't mean nothing. I'm down with him because he's a brother and he's making his mail. But, however, he's diluting rap. You know what I'm saying? He's making something, he's playing that Sambo role, and the reason everybody's buying his record is because he's no threat, and everybody want to see Sambo dance.
Remember?
Like if Drake listened to Tupac and understood what he meant to the culture, there's no way he would have used that AI voice. There's no way he would feel okay owning that ring. Because it's very clear that Drake is the kind of artist that Tupac publicly criticized. And this is the fact that Kendrick Lamar is taking full advantage of exposing in this beef. So it hit different when Kendrick Lamar says, you moving like a degenerate, every antic is feeling distasteful. This was a battle rap song. And I don't know if you caught the rebuttals. Drake said, what the hell is this, a 20v1? Dot said, yeah, it's a 20v1 because I'm facing you and all your ghostwriters. Drake said, don't let me bring the demon out. Kendrick said, everybody a demon till they get clipped by my throwaway. He called this joint a throwaway, bro. Drake said every time you drop, you gotta get 50%. And Kendrick Lamar said,
let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You were signed to it because that signed to it because that said he was signed to that.
Drake said, I used to be teased for being black and now I'm here and I'm not black enough. And we know Pusha T talked about that too. But Kendrick Lamar doubled down.
How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gonna make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something.
Pusha T said you're hiding a son. Kendrick Lamar said you're not raising your son. Let's start there. Then the sexy red bar, the YNW Melly bar, calling out Drake's glaring and kind of odd dislike for women, as evidenced by him dog-walking women in his first-person shooter music video. Then the allegations that Drake tried to issue a cease and desist for the Like That record. Another one, Drake?
Don't speak on the family, Crody. You can get deep in the family, Crody.
My cat's name is Crody. You gotta say it like that, though. Crody.
Crody?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Cheers.
And let me just say, I'm not just a fan of hip-hop. I didn't just rap growing up. I'm a scholar of hip-hop. I wrote my master's thesis on the birth of hip-hop and the prophetic voices in hip-hop, and I passed with distinction. It's very hard to do, but I did that. That's how much I love this culture and understand it.
We decided that you warrant a distinction. We didn't give you a distinction. You warranted it.
That's why when people ask whose side I was on, I said I was on the hip-hop side. All that said, this is one of the hardest diss records that I've heard personally. Just objectively speaking. The layer by layer lyrical dissection and breakdown of the persona that is Drake was masterful. Then to end with a Tupac reference, like,
whoever that's fucking with them f***ers and f*** the industry too.
And if you want to be down with Bad Boy, then f***
you too. Chino XL, you too.
I didn't see this as some kind of light jabbing. That was a very scathing diss track that echoes the sentiments of so many people in the culture.
And then notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
I mean, Kendrick said he can't even say no more. We'll see what happens from here. But right now it's looking like Common, Megan Thee Stallion, Pusha T, and then Kendrick Lamar. Rest in peace to Tech 9. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. And as always, like and follow for more content.
My latest, my greatest inspiration.
Whoosh, my man, serious, everything they say about me is true.
Euphoria.
I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. I could double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. So don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Kendrick finally responded to Drake, y'all, for 6 minutes. I'm not about to get into all the lyrics because he did leave that quadruple entendre that Drake asked for. He left that in there. I just want to go over the science of the drop. Yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers got eliminated from the playoffs by the Denver Nuggets, right? This morning, Kendrick drops at 8:24 a.m. Who else had those numbers? 8 and also 24. Kobe. Who wouldn't have lost in the first round? Kobe, probably. I got to research that. Do you see the science of that? More science. Tuesday. What podcast records on a Tuesday and drops on Wednesday, usually? The Joe Budden podcast. Drake and Joe Budden don't really like each other like that. They be butting heads. No matter if you like Joe Budden or not, his podcast is the podcast to go to for rap beef breakdown because he's a beefer. I'm about to go inside his gym and listen to Kendrick judge Drake's parenting skills again. Go listen to the song. It's called Euphoria. What was also Euphoria? A show on HBO Max about executively produced by Drake. I may be reaching, but I do got to stretch before I go in this gym. If this is supposed to be round one, what's the score right now? Is it 1-0? Is it tied up? Y'all gonna understand why I say Kendrick is Goku.
First and foremost, I want to shout out my mutual, your fly auntie, because I would not have known in time to clutch my pearls over Euphoria if I had not seen her video clutching her pearls over Euphoria. And she was talking about how Kendrick Lamar was talking about Drake and the young girl from Euphoria, and she said she had to go listen. So when she said she had to go listen, I had to go listen. So I tried to listen here on the Clock app, but y'all be talking too much, commentating. I want to hear the song in its purest form first before I listen to the commentating. So what I did, I took my happy self over to the YouTube streets and I listened to it over there. And just like your fly auntie, I was clutching my pearls too, because did I or did I not a few videos ago said that when Kendrick Lamar come out, he was gonna have something for Drake's ass, and he did not disappoint. Now I know some people like, yeah, no, it was good. It was good, and I'm still clutching my pearls. I might need to say a prayer or two, do some, meditation, because my pearls are still clutched and I need to unclutch them, but not now. But let me just tell y'all something. I like Euphoria. He came back and said, I got something for that ass. And J. Cole didn't go unscathed either. I mean, he got him a little bit. He didn't get him a lot. He got him a little bit, but he was focused on Wheelchair Jimmy. So after I listened to it and I read the comments under the YouTube videos, I said, let me head on over to the X streets, formerly Twitter, and see what the people's over there is talking about. So, and I was not disappointed. So my dude right here, Kevin Powell, y'all know Kevin Powell. If you don't know who Kevin Powell is, go Google, let Google be your best friend. He said, listened to new Kendrick Lamar song called Euphoria. He said, this is why he has Pulitzer Prize as an artist while others are stuck on social media followers. On 6-minute track, we get at least 3 different beats, 3 different rhyme flows, and calmest rebuttal in hip hop history.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you speak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the you fuckers, they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
So I just seen a tweet saying that 1 year ago today, Kendrick dropped Euphoria. I can't even believe that was already a year ago. Do y'all remember the timeline when all these diss records happened? It was not okay outside. Hey, facts. The timeline was in a disarray. I remember being at work and Euphoria dropped. I seen somebody tweet that Euphoria dropped. I know it was Kendrick and he just dropped the track. I stopped everything I was doing, ran to my office and closed the door so nobody could get in, and played it in my headphones. And then after I listened to it like 3 times, I also had to go on the timeline to see what people were talking about it on Twitter. That was a wild time. And we still, a year later, we still having conversations about that battle. That battle is going to be like Jay-Z and Nas. You know what I'm saying? For people who know Jay-Z and Nas. That's going to be like one of them battles. You know what I'm saying? 50 and Ja kind of, but like not really. More on some rap stuff. What a time. I'm also interested to see what it's going to be like when Kendrick, because Kendrick is on tour right now, when he make that stop in Toronto. And you hear, dun, 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 dun. I just want to see what the play's going to look like.
The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring, on God I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian make Pac turn in his grave. Cutthroat business, you got it twisted. What is it, the braids? I hurt your feelings? You don't want to work with me no more? Okay. It's 3 goats left. And I seen 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death. And in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase, huh? It's nothing nobody can tell me, huh? I don't want to talk on no silly, huh? You know I got language barriers, huh? It's no accent you can sell me, huh? Yeah, Cohen Aubrey, no, I'm selfish. The crown is heavy, huh? I pray they're my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, forget all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me.
Yeah, I'm out the way and I'm low, okay? Yeah, the island right here's remote, okay? I ain't thinking about no reaper. Man, I'm reaping what I sow, okay? Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house. Like I'm Joe, okay? Hellcat. Made his homeboys in them type sell they soul, okay? Everybody want to be demon till they get chipped by a throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money and power and fame will make you go away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, then let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight.
Kendrick dropped. Let's break it down. Oh, the song starts with a reversed sample. I unreversed it. It's a callback to when Drake's last diss was like, and they say you're this, and they say you're the boogeyman. Superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we knew is looking paranoid, and now he's spiraling. You move just like a degenerate, heavy antics and feeling distasteful. Why would you calculate? You're not as calculated. I can even predict your next angle. Movie star and rapper, and now... And it's so repetitive that he can now predict what your next step is. Fabricate stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale, a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU had never been in your collection. How I make music that electrify him and you make music that pacify him. I can double down on that line but spare you this time. That's a random act of kindness. Kendrick talked about his infidelity on his last album, and Drake ran with that and assumed his wife was also running with infidelity, right? Drake stays manipulating people, and like he's saying, I can smell the lies, like tales, lies, stories. The Tommy Hilfiger FUBU line, so Tommy Hilfiger and FUBU were both clothing brands. FUBU was a predominantly black brand. Tommy Hilfiger was and then tried to be. They tried, they failed, and their CEO said something racist, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So he's like, Drake, you're artificial, calm down. You're never going to be FUBU.
I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns and hop online like, pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer. He want to be junior. They must have forgot the things that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I'll park his son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today, I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business. You got twisted. What is it, the braids?
Hey, bro. As a Kendrick, as I'm a Drake fan, I'm a Kendrick fan. As a Kendrick, if I'm just looking at this non-bias, I like Drake. If I'm looking at this non-bias, this is actually bad, bro. This is weak for trying to actually diss Drake for something that you've wanted for all these years and shit. You threw those shots out. I don't know, what was that, 2 months ago? I don't even know when that song came out. This is the song, bro. Like, this is the song. I hope there's another. I hope you're doing a back-to-back or something, bro. This is literally Ghost Rider, Deadbeat Dad, and you're saying he popped with Sexy Red? Bro, what is this? How is this better than what Rick Ross did?
Let's see what other people got to say. TJ, the Chicago kid, said the Gemini King, Kendrick Lamar, dropped Euphoria just in time for Gemini season. I feel my villain superpowers loading. Girl, I feel them too. I'm not even Gemini. I'm not even a Gemini. I'm a Cancer. So, Fast Coming Soon said Kendrick Lamar making reference to the time Pusha T wrote Exodus and went after the whole YMCMB, including Drake at that time. Don't play with King, Kendrick. Don't play with King. He will flaw you. But to be real, Pusha T has been on Drake's neck since. Real recognize real rap. Tristan the Blur says, Drake, you're short. Kendrick, you fabricated your whole black persona to hide your insecurities and gain acceptance and steal our culture? No one respects you. Diddy slapped you. You're afraid of Pusha, and you're not allowed to say the N-word, Aubrey. Hashtag Euphoria. Hashtag K-Dot. And finally, Lionel Hutz said, King Kendrick, stop. He's dead already. There's plenty more. I could have screenshotted for days, but oh Lord, tell me y'all feelings in the comments, because who you got? Wheelchair Jimmy or K Dot? Just let me know. I'm team K Dot, just in case it's not already obvious. But yeah. This is a good day for hip hop. Yeah.
I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more? Okay. There's 3 goats left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, but in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. There's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. There's no accent you can sell me. Yeah, Cole and Aubrey know I'm a selfish. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping. And for real, for him, I inherit the beef. Got that shouldn't pee. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him if you're thinking about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't got to get personal. It's a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some things about people that make Gunna wanna look like a saint. This ain't about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who's the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now, let me say I'm the biggest hater.
And then notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Everyone's going through this song with a fine-tooth comb, and they should. And it's awesome. I love Kendrick Lamar. He's probably my favorite rapper of all time. And yeah, that said, for me, let's talk about the music. I love the production on this. I didn't recognize who they are, but they've worked with Kendrick and Drake before. Here's the thing. This is a 6-minute long song filled with insane amounts of just absolute riveting lyricism and delivery. He is many characters all at once, but at the end of the day, he is absolutely ridiculously authentic. My favorite lines, for me, the lines that I understand, because I don't know about all the drama, is I make music that electrifies, you make music that pacifies. And also, don't tell any lies about me and I won't tell any truths about you. As far as sonically, we start slow, then we move into this awesome bass line, boom, boom. We keep doing that for a while. Then we get like these dramatic strings that come in. Bass backs off a little bit. Meanwhile, Kendrick is burning and destroying worlds through this entire 6-minute thing, becoming different entities as he tells the same, just like ripping. And then we get to the end, we pull everything back, and it's just Kendrick still going. This time he's on fire, and it's just laying waste. And then we bring back the strings. He does a little melody, which I can't repeat right now, and then we're out. This thing is brilliant, but of course it is. Kendrick Lamar.
Euphoria is aging like a black woman. It's damn near a whole prediction of everything that was about to happen, bro. Them superpowers getting neutralized, I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew was looking paranoid and now spiraling. I can keep going, but bro, it's like this dude predicted the future. This is what's happening.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. We hate because they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gonna make him bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, and you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, that's a fast one. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk.
Let me tell you what my favorite non-lyric lyric that dropped in like this drama by Kendrick. In Like That, when he goes, ah, that shit is diabolical. And the end of Euphoria, when he goes, ooh, that shivery like boogeyman-esque ooh, like that shit was scary. That shit should have told us that Meet the Gram was coming. And speaking of, when he clears his throat before saying, your son is a sick man with sick thoughts, while he was talking to his mom. Your son is a sick man with sick thoughts. Oh! And the hum in Not Like Us, when he just done give us a history lesson about slavery, and then it's like, his ancestors were in that fucking hum. Like you could feel they were standing with him in that studio.
You don't know nothing about that. What is it, the bridge? About pushing T. You better be pushing T. Don't tell a lie on me.
I won't tell the truth about you.
Woo! We don't want to hear you say no more.
Remember? Hey, Top Dog, who they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane. I'm allergic to the lame. Only you like being famous. And Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a about who you hang with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some things to address. I even hate when you say the word, but that's just me, I guess. Some things are just cringeworthy. It ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. I still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and there won't be no threat. I know when they call you the boy, but where is the man? Because I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? Bet.
I just listened to Euphoria, and it's confirmed now. For me, anyways. If I'm late to the game, sorry I'm late. But now that I've heard Megan and Kendrick say that Drake got something done to his body, which is fine, baby. Just let everyone know it's okay. We all do it. You know, it's totally fine. But goddamn, like, way to blow up his spot. He wants to hide his plastic surgery, but we know you did it now, Drake. Goddamn, also, too, you should just stop. You should stop. I'm not even that well-versed in rap battles, but listening to that, wow. Are you okay? Are you okay? He should probably go see a therapist, honestly.
When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see too bad. I believe you don't like women. This real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I'll double back with you. You was signed to a man that signed to a man that said he was signed to that man. Try to cease and desist on the like that record? What, you ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Man, why would I call around try to get dirt on people? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's lame stuff. I got a son to raise. Well, I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that, and telling them to pray. Giving them tools to walk through life like day by day. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that.
It's been a little bit over a week since Kendrick Lamar dropped Euphoria, and the wildest part is listening to Euphoria a week later after everything has gone down, because low-key, he kind of told us how stuff was going to play out. Walk with me for a second. There's the bar about Drake not being as calculated and Kendrick being able to predict his every angle, which we saw how the rollout went between Family Matters, and not even an hour later, Meet the Grams coming out. The mention of Mr. Morale and how it was going to be flipped and manipulated in a different type of way is exactly what we saw on The Heart Part 6, where Kendrick Lamar had an experience with his mother that he shared on Mr. Morale. And in The Heart Part 6, it was flipped in such a way to seem like something had happened to Kendrick, when that's not even what he said, babes. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Kendrick making music that electrifies the people versus Drake making music that pacifies the people. And then Kendrick says, I can double down on that, but I'm going to spare you this time. I'm going to keep it cute with you. But we also saw how that continued to escalate over time because Drake chose to respond with Family Matters. And Kendrick said,
Okay, bitch, you said it, not me.
Then you could go back to the fact of the double entendre about pacify in the first bar, where Kendrick says the superpowers are being neutralized, because literally there are people going up in the clubs and at NBA games and baseball games listening to Not Like Us, where they are talking about you being a PDF file. And not only that, then you got Metro Boomin, who wanted to jump in and do the BBL Drizzy challenge. And I might be reaching with this one, but there was that line about Tommy Hilfiger and FUBU never being in your collection, because on Family Matters, Drake had that bar that said that Kendrick sounded like he made music that wanted to free the slaves. And I just feel like, if you respected Black culture, what does that mean? What did you mean by that? And just because I'm a fan of hip hop fun facts, I also want to mention for the fact that Kendrick has a reverse portion of the ending song, I think it's Duckworth, on the Damn album, where you can play the album literally from end to beginning. Again, entirely different story. And I thought it was interesting that he flipped that Richard Pryor sample from The Wiz and played that part in reverse, where he's saying, everything they say about me is true, I'm a phony. I do wonder if you start with Not Like Us and go backwards to Euphoria. Am I reaching? This video is already hella long, so I can't talk about everything, but y'all let me know down below what bars I miss.
20v1, it's a 1v20 if I gotta slap people that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too. I'll clean them out too. Tell Beam that he better stay right with you. Am I battling Ghost or AI? Feeling like Joe Hill Offstein. Funny, he was in a film called AI, and my sixth sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick, just all in a coughing. Yeah, OVO people is riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is people don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a man off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It could get deep in the family, Crody. Talking about me and my family, Crody? Someone gonna bleed in your family, Crody. I'll be your new hokini eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me you're cheesing, fam. We could do this right now on the camera, Crody. Man, bump y'all. I don't trust y'all. I'll wave one finger and dump y'all mans like, field goal punch y'all mans. They'll punk y'all mans. Nobody ever took my food. Whoever that's messing with them, bump you, listen, bump the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. There's something you don't want to do. We don't want to hear you say no more. We don't want to hear you say no. Stop. Go listen to Euphoria.